Shocking new footage is coming in from the raids on Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles, including a portion where heavily armed agents marched his sons through the house at gunpoint. His son's mother is not happy, but this does confirm one thing: there were a lot of cameras in the house. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. We're still waiting to see what's going to happen from these raids, but more footage is coming out. And the newest footage is coming in from one of Diddy's own sons. The mother has released it on Instagram. We also have some insight from inside the Miami mansion as the feds busted up open the doors, flipped over bedrooms. A lot more stuff to go through to see if we can get any insight as to what they might be looking for. Let's start with this indeed shocking footage from the LA mansion as these armed guards came in. Before we play it here, in fact, you can see it playing here while we'll look at it closer in a second. But Misa Hylton says, the overzealous and overtly militarized force used against my sons, Justin and Christian, is deplorable. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would not have been handled with the same aggression. The attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. Enough is enough. Did Justin need several laser beams from firearms pointed at his chest? Did Christian need a gun pointed at the back of his head while he was handcuffed? How many times are we seeing unarmed black men not make it out of these types of situations alive? I have retained attorney Jeffrey Lightman to represent my son, and he is investigating the excessive use of force, which was unnecessary and certainly not required by this search warrant. We will fight for justice utilizing every imaginable resource. I'm not with the propaganda. Now, what's interesting, and I didn't run with this story today because I don't really want to get into it until we actually know what's going to happen. But speaking of her sons, who she's bringing up, allegations are piling up against one of them, son Christian, aka King. There are allegations from the producer Jones alluding that they have a lot on Christian King Combs that they are potentially going to drop as well. I want to wait until those accusations actually come forward before we get into it. But again, a lot of allegations, a lot of things that Diddy has done. I don't think the excessive amount of force is that shocking, but let's look at it together and see what you think. Here is the close-up here. Let's get in a little closer. Here are the tanks rolling in. It's a little bit of a faster speed. These are no joke, these vehicles that are storming into the house. Granted, they do know he has firearms. He's had, the nightclub incident, etc. It's not unrealistic to make sure that these officers are all safe. Was this excessive? From the lawyers I've spoken to, no. Given all that we know, and given that nobody's expected, they weren't announcing it. They want to go in carefully to protect things. Now look at this. This guy really is armed walking through. If someone were to walk out, what happens? Were they really ready for like a shootout at these mansions? It's kind of wild. And then this guy does procure the camera and sort of aims it away, which is wild. Again, now exterior perimeter cameras for a celebrity house like this, it makes sense. Someone comes out. Again, it's slow. It's a lot of is that like a drone? They're like flying a drone in the house too. That's wild. Look at that. Like for what? I guess to like look ahead to make sure they can like go places. Cause look at them aiming. They know people are in the home. They're about to grab one of the sons who's in the room. They slammed him against the wall. One of them. I believe that's the son. She's about to circle it. So I believe that's her son in question. They're not really aiming a bunch. I mean, they were when they came in, but now they've seemed to have stopped once he's been handcuffed. But again, extreme. Now, again, they're using this drone to sort of jump ahead. Another person coming out, gun aimed at him while he's clearly like in his own home with like no sign of threat. It is a little strange pulling out more people from the house. They don't seem to be resisting at any point. Yeah, I'm curious what you guys think. Is this excessive? Now, while it's easy to be distracted and look at all the guards and things, what I found more interesting are all these cameras in the hallways. Is that common to put cameras inside the home? I mean, why are you follow like I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. I don't want cameras inside my house. I want them outside my house to make sure no one's coming in. Maybe like a patio, what have you. But it's odd that like literally all the hallways and everything is covered. I guess that's for a celebrity type of place, but is this private? This doesn't scream private to me when you're in your home knowing everything you're doing is being recorded. Don't you want your home to be like the sanctuary where you don't have to worry about everything being taped? Or is this the security he needs to know that, yes, it's all taped just in case with his kids and everything? Like, it just seems a little strange to me, the level of clearly, and we're only just seeing one. I think there's a couple angles we get out of this hallway cam. If there's one there, it just makes me wonder, where else are they? Clearly outside, there's a lot of them. And she's clearly like someone filmed it with the phone and got it to the mother. How many more angles are there is my question. If anything, this just confirms to me, yeah, no, there's serious, legit cameras all over Diddy's house. And if they're here, they must be everywhere. But there you go. You're getting a little bit more insight of how serious this presence was. What do you think? Now, on the other side of the coin, we have some footage coming in from Miami where Diddy's house was trashed. I mean, it was raided. Here's some footage from the front of the house. And I actually got to see the house from outside on a boat. Stay tuned. My Miami insight is coming. But I don't know who got this footage, where it came from. It's a Daily Mail exclusive. Did they like hop the fence and get in there and just film outside, which would be super illegal? Or is this someone in Diddy's camp giving it to the Daily Mail? Unclear, but they really did some damage on this gate. You can tell here, like, definitely wasn't messing around. They just knocked around this gate like crazy, kicked it in. There's scratches all over. It's pulled from the thing. It seems like this is all connected to the raid. And this is outside the house. I assume this wasn't all here before, or if it was, there could have been a harder party before that they're now trying to say was due to this. Now there's some pictures inside that are a little bit more telling as we scroll through these. So here we go, closets and stuff. I mean, this could be so much worse. There's piles of papers that could be on the floor. There's drawers that could be thrown out. Honestly, this isn't that terrible. Yeah, you were raided, dude. Like, I expect to be somewhat of a mess. They're not going to clean up after themselves. Again, this could be so much worse. They could have thrown everything out as they left to make it even more an extreme. They checked the pens. They checked under the pens. There's so many things. There are more cameras. This looks like a camera to me up here. It's very interesting, all the stuff that we're seeing. And again, another server room. They're showing all this to sort of play like, look how bad it was for Diddy. I see it the other way of like, well, interesting. What do we see here, right? What's going on? And honestly, it doesn't look like it's as bad, but there's a lot of stuff in here too, of surveillance clearly and things. More again, really, this is to show, oh wait, this is, they did seem to smash this door open, smash it. Maybe it was locked. Why would it be locked if no one's there? In their personal home seems strange, but clearly some damage to the doors as they tried to smash into this bedroom. Was someone in there? Again, looking at this, there's clothes on the hangers. This doesn't seem as bad as they are claiming. I mean, it's a raid. Again, why would they do a raid and not make a mess? Some items on the bed. Some more damage apparently on the walls and doors. Another door clearly left broken. This is a funky door. This looks like some sort of like secret room they were clearly trying to get into. What kind of weird door is that? I guess it could be. It just seems a little forced in. Them taking more items. You can see there, it looks like a laptop in the bag. Clearly all electronics, any sort of USB sticks, computers, clearly all taken. Here's more footage of the evidence that was taken from the house as that's loading, and more evidence, more photos. These are from the LA portion. But yeah, I mean, it's look, yeah, his house got raided. I'm not as like, getting through this ad. I'm not as like surprised, and I'm not empathizing with the, oh my gosh, look what they did to my home. I mean, if he's innocent, it sucks. But I'm hoping that these guards did this because there was evidence enough to warrant charges, and they wanted to go in to get, you know, and confirm more charges. If that proves to be false and there is no trafficking and no evidence of it and all this stuff is nonsense, well, then Diddy is going to be, I think, justifiably pissed and deserves an apology. Now, doesn't mean he's not guilty of other things. We've already proven it with the parties and things that he's done. It's hard for me to believe that there's not more. Now, the question is, can we prove it? We have to prove it, right? He's innocent until proven guilty. That's how this works. But clearly, a lot of items being taken out, boxes of items that they've procured and taken that they're going through as we speak. Hard to imagine all of these resources, the cost of all of this. This is from Miami. This is the Miami raid. You can tell by that gate. Hard to imagine they would have done all this without securing something. Now, what's also interesting about this is I tried to get to this house. You can't. It's private security. So this must have been filmed by another security camera or somebody else there, or somehow a press got in, but and pretending to be police or something. But you can't get into that house. And it's also obviously guarded. It's blocked if you were, but this is total private property. And I'll give you more of that information as we talk about it with my Miami tour that's coming. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We got lots more to delve into. Smash that bell, smash the like, smash everything, because this is just getting started. Diddy in full effect here on Popcorn Planet. What do you think? Does this footage change your mind at all? Is it shocking? Do you think it's too excessive? I want to hear your thoughts down below. We got so much more coming, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.